With us now, Ambassador John Bolton, former assistant to the president, national security advisor to Donald Trump's first term. Good to see you, Ambassador, as always. Am I right to say that maybe Joe Biden had some pretty boneheaded policies when it came to the Middle East, but all in all, Donald Trump's got a lot of opportunity right now?
Well, there's a lot of opportunity for the West as a whole, and really for the Gulf Arab states and others that are prepared to extend full diplomatic relations to Israel. This is due to Israeli military victories, as you said, over Hamas, over Hezbollah, that encouraged Turkey and the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham terrorist group that they've been aiding for years to take a run at the Assad regime, and to everybody's surprise, probably including Turkey and the terrorists, Assad fell. So that's three major pillars of Iranian power laid low, not completely destroyed, but really, except for Assad, but really Iran is now on the back foot. They must be terrified of what Israel may do to their nuclear weapons program, should do to their nuclear weapons program. And I think what it shows to the left internationally, and Europe and the United States, is, sometimes when you're forced to it by a barbaric attack like Israel suffered on October the 7th, the way to end the threat is to end the threat. So there are lessons there for everybody, and I hope they're particularly clear to the Ayatollahs in Tehran, because they could be next.
The BBC, I think, was heartbroken that they had to write this headline, but they did. Where next for Iran now its axis of resistance is shattered? I'm not sure where is the right point. I guess where they could perhaps send more fighters, or where they can confront Israel. But what is next for Iran? I'm already hearing from my folks in the Middle East, especially Israel, a newfound interest in an Israeli strike directly on Tehran's nuclear facilities. You hearing the same thing?
Well, I think this is clearly the best opportunity Israel is ever going to have. They would be fully justified in doing it. Iran, for those who care about international treaties, has been violating the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty for decades. It has no legitimate reason to have a nuclear weapons program. Israel has already struck part of it, according to press reports, in its response to Iran's April ballistic missile attack on Israel. They should take out the rest of it. There are also reports in the British press this week that in the Revolutionary Guard top leadership, people are pointing fingers at each other for who lost Syria. This is very significant, because this is an indication of fragmentation at the top of the Iranian regime. That's how an authoritarian regime begins to crack up, when the people at the top start going after each other. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow, but with an 85-year-old supreme leader not in good health, finally, after 45 years, the Ayatollah's regime may be reaching a crisis point, and we should do what we can, frankly, to help the opposition with resources and communication. It does not require any American military involvement, but if the people could be convinced that the moment was coming, as they did after Masih Amini was killed by the regime 2 years ago, this regime could fall. It could fall.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.